I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Mustang families. Today is May 23rd. I'm Alina.
And I'm Elvis, and we'll be your host for today. Happy birthday to Mr. Posner.
If you're done with your library books, please return them to the library.
Field Day is on May 27th. If you had low testing effort and a fourth quarter suspension, you will not be able to join Field Day.
The 7th grade pool trip is Monday, June 6th from 9:30 to 1:30. It costs $10 for the pool and $10 for barbecue lunch. Students will be having a pass a swim assessment 60 feet in order to go into a big pool. Check with science teachers for permission slips and to turn in money. Exclusion list applies for students can get off the list by writing a letter to student government and Mr. Lingren. They will review the letter and decide if the student can get off the exclusion list.
Now for an announcement from the student government.
Good morning, Mustangs.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Destiny.
We will have our second field day. Make sure to be on the inclusion list.
This week, we're giving auto pops to the 6th graders.
For the 8th graders, we will now start selling Sunsplash tickets for $25, cash only.
That's all. Thank you, Mustangs.
Sunsplash tickets are $25 and will be sold during lunch all week. Lunch is not included. You cannot bring in outside food.
60 students from our ILS and newcomers classes with the other recommended students participated in Life on the Trail, a live reenactment program about pioneer history.
Now you know.
Cool stuff right now, but the most important thing was already said. What was it? Food and water. The different stations we brought to the school today are the California Bear Flag, and that lets the kids know how California got its bear flag, so they get to actually make one and take it home. Another one of our stations that's always a favorite with kids is Pioneer Music.
I can't do that. You gotta.
So the kids could learn about the songs that the pioneers and the children sang. Another favorite station is doll making. And we make simple pioneer dolls out of a piece of cloth and a piece of yarn. And this would have been something children would have made and real easy to take on the trail. Our other station we have today is laundry, and she teaches about how soap was made and what was used and how even children did laundry.
What I learned today was how they had to go through the boats to get to California, all the struggles that they went through. When they didn't have food, they had to stop through places. I really enjoyed this because it teaches me what they had to go through to come to California.
There were several ways that people would come to California. One was wagon train. Another way would be to try to ride a horse or something like that. A lot of people had a tough difficulty with that. The other major way was by ship.
Another station we have is kids can use sisal twine and make their own robe. So you want to talk about the robe?
Sisal is made out of a cactus-type plant. They would dry it, take the fibers, and they would spin it into twine.
Other station we have today for you, we have one more, it's calligraphy, and she's teaching about how ink was made and how to write your names in calligraphy.
I had a lot of fun with the different stations here, and I learned a lot about how people traveled in the old days.
Now it's time for shout-outs.
What's up, Mustangs? It's me again, your favorite media team member, Deirdre Long. Today's shoutouts are super short and super fast. Strap in your seatbelts, we're going hyperspeed. First up, Miss Thomas wants to give Mr. Lindgren this shoutout for being kind. Miss Thomas wants to tell Mr. Lindgren that he's been a wonderful mentor and co-teacher to her. She appreciates Mr. Lindgren for his support and guidance this year, and she wants to thank him for always giving positive feedback. Miss Thomas must be feeling generous today and wants to give the shout out to Robert Crow for being ready. She says that Robert is always on task and is ready to help classmates. She appreciates Robert for trying his best to understand the material and that he's always on top of contributing in class. Wow! And lastly, to top off this rapid fire round, we have an anonymous shout out for Ruby Navarro for being kind. This anonymous person wants to give Ruby this shout out for being kind, generous, and for helping other people. Keep on helping the people around you. As they say, what goes around comes around. That's it for our 3 shout out hyperspeed round. The year is almost over, Mustangs. Keep up the good work. I'm Deirdre Long, your favorite media team member, signing off.
That's it today for the Mustang Morning News. I'm Alina.
And I'm Elvis, signing off.